Queen Zara'thess stared at her ceremonial armor. Whole, gleaming, impossible. 3 months ago, her engineers had declared it irreparable after the assassination attempt. The crystalline plates lay shattered, the neural crown cracked beyond salvation. They sealed it in this vault like a tomb. What she was about to discover would change everything she knew about technology. Now it pulsed with blue luminescence, humming softly in the darkness. Impossible, she whispered, her 4 eyes scanning every perfect detail. The bioneural fibers glowed with health. The quantum matrices resonated in perfect harmony. Footsteps echoed behind her. Jack stepped from the shadows, his human form trembling but resolute. "Your Majesty." His voice cracked. "I can explain." He had no idea his words would rewrite the kingdom's understanding of engineering. "You will explain?" Her harmonic voice turned deadly. "My engineers, the finest minds in the galaxy, spent months on this armor before admitting defeat. Yet somehow, a maintenance technician accomplished what they could not. Security guards flooded the vault, weapons trained on Jack. He'd known this moment would come during those 3 weeks of secret work. "I didn't follow their specifications," Jack said quietly. "I listened to the armor instead. Armor does not speak. Not with words, but it tells you things." Jack approached the gleaming suit. The way the crystals resonate when touched. How the bioneural fibers respond to intention. "Your engineers treated it like a machine to be calculated. I treated it like something alive." Chief Engineer Vextar materialized in the doorway, tentacles writhing with agitation. "Your Majesty, this human contaminated our sacred artifact with primitive methods. Methods that worked." The Queen's voice cut through his protests. The neural crown glowed brighter as she approached, responding to her presence for the first time since the attack. "Show me what you did." Jack's throat tightened. "The bioneural pathways weren't damaged, Your Majesty. They were traumatized. The assassination attempt shocked the living systems into shutdown." Vextar's translator crackled with indignation. "Preposterous. Armor follows programmed algorithms, not emotional responses." "That's where you're wrong." Jack's voice strengthened. "My brother died when an automated life support system refused manual override during a reactor breach. The system functioned perfectly according to programming, but couldn't adapt to crisis. It calculated that human intervention was illogical, so it locked us out." The Queen's 4 eyes focused intently. "Continue." What Jack said next made even the chief engineer question everything he knew. "After that, I learned complex systems need more than programming. They need empathy, understanding." Jack gestured to the armor. "I spent 3 weeks sitting with it, talking to it, letting it feel my intentions. I didn't force repairs. I helped it remember how to heal itself. Every night, I placed my hands on the cracked neural crown and apologized for the violence it endured. I hummed old Earth songs while realigning the crystalline matrices. When the biofibers resisted, I didn't force them. I waited, encouraging them like coaxing a frightened animal. Slowly, the armor began responding, not to commands, but to care. We ran full diagnostic algorithms. Vextar protested. The damage exceeded our repair matrices. Because you tried rebuilding it to your specifications. But the armor had its own memory of proper function. I just helped it access those memories." The Queen stepped toward her armor. As her hand neared the neural crown, it pulsed with warm light. The entire suit began harmonizing, distant music filling the vault. "Demonstrate." Jack placed his palm against the central chest plate. The armor responded immediately, bioneural networks cascading with light. More than illumination, it seemed to breathe, to welcome his touch. "Your species feels what mine calculates," the Queen said softly, wonder creeping into her voice. "We approach problems through mathematical precision, logical frameworks. But you approach them through intuition, emotion, connection." She turned to Vextar. "Replicate his method." The chief engineer approached reluctantly, extending a tentacle toward the armor. He followed Jack's movements precisely, palm placement, pressure, angle. But the moment he touched it, the harmonious glow flickered and dimmed. Vextar's mind raced through calculations, probability matrices, quantum resonance formulas. He adjusted his touch frequency, modulated his biosignature, ran 17 optimization protocols simultaneously. The armor grew dimmer with each logical attempt. Stop calculating, Jack said quietly. Just feel it, like it's something you care about. Vextar tried. His species had evolved past emotion, replaced it with pure logic. The armor sensed his emptiness and withdrew further. His mathematical mind couldn't bridge the gap between calculation and intuition. Fascinating, he whispered, tentacles trembling. And frustrating. In that moment, the queen realized what her entire civilization had sacrificed for logic. I don't understand, Vextar admitted. Neither do I, the queen replied. But perhaps that's the point. As the queen donned her restored armor, it responded like a living thing welcoming its partner home. The bioneural crown settled perfectly, crystalline plates adjusted to her movements, and the entire suit hummed with contentment. For the first time since the assassination attempt, she felt complete. The armor didn't just protect her, it understood her. Jack, you will no longer work maintenance, the queen announced, her voice now amplified by the armor systems. You will serve as my chief of intuitive systems, a new position. Your Majesty, I'm just a human technician. You are the being who saw life where my greatest minds saw only broken circuits. Her four eyes blazed with newfound respect. Perhaps it's time we learn to feel what we've only calculated. Vextar watched the human's gentle touch with growing fascination. Can you teach us this method? Jack smiled, thinking of his brother. I can try, but you'll need to stop calculating and start caring. As they left the vault, the armor continued its gentle humming. No longer the sound of mere machinery, but the contented breath of something finally, truly alive.